Good morning, it's Monday. I've got my hair up in a ponytail. I am ready to have one of my Monday cooking days. I had one about 2 weeks ago. I only had 6 people here because my 3 oldest were actually up in the Boundary Waters, and I ended up cooking like there were still 9 of us, you know, the 3 oldest teenagers and the rest of us. So I ended up putting a bunch of that food in the freezer and then bringing it out again last week. Tater tot casserole, spaghetti with meat sauce, and barbecue. And then there were a few other things thrown in there too. All ready for some new meals. So last week, in preparation for this, I just had my family holler out some of their favorites, and I just quick jotted them down. And here's the list: tacos, burgers, dirty rice, chicken Alfredo, pizza, chicken salad, pizza burgers, chicken fried rice, chili, pepper steak, a good pot roast, and potato soup. Made up my grocery list, went shopping, and now I've got everything ready to start in on those meals. I think today I'm going to get ready the dirty rice, the chicken salad. So I'm going to cook up enough chicken for chicken salad and chicken fried rice. I'm going to cook up enough meat for tacos and dirty rice. I'm going to get venison roast thawing so I can make a good pot roast. I also had some requests for rhubarb dessert and also chocolate torte, and then we have a lot of garden produce on hand. So I figure I'll probably be peeling and slicing a dozen or so cucumbers. I know I have zucchini that's getting overgrown, and so I'm going to pick a bunch of those and shred that up and get them packaged for the freezer.
We got
and then
dill.
On top of that,
we got giant dill over here.
On top of that, we have giant dill, and so I'm thinking that I probably have a bunch of pickling cucumbers. I don't think I'll get to pickling today. You never know. There's always a chance. Peter here, he already went out and let the chickens out, so the chickens are out, but we do have to feed them yet, and I also have to get laundry going. That's kind of our Monday morning. We're going to feed the chickens, get laundry going. Yes, we're going to collect eggs, and then we're going to get going on the Monday cooking day. Oh, before that, we're going to also pick garden produce, and then we'll get going on the Monday cooking day. Another thing, last week at Totus Tuus, Peter learned a new game called Frogger, so he's pretty pumped to teach us that. So we're going to probably play a little game of Frogger before we even get started with all the other things. Here's the meat that I have out so far. 4.5 pounds of ground venison. I've got a venison roast. That's almost 5 pounds. And then I have about 4.5 pounds of chicken breast. And that stuff is all... Normally I like to get this out in advance, like the night before, so it can thaw, but last night I was busy and didn't have my head together as far as what was going on today. It's frozen. The hamburger will be really easy to just pop into my Dutch oven. The chicken I'll probably throw in a crock pot and get that going, and I might have to postpone some of this to Tuesday. We picked a whole bunch of veggies from the garden here this morning, and so much that we need the wagon. So we're going to head down there, load it up, get back to the house, and I guess start to process it. So I'm not really sure if the Monday cooking day is going to happen or if it's going to be more of a Monday produce day. We'll see what comes.
We got some picklers here. We got some squash here.
We got some picklers here.
We got
some squash.
We got some slicers. We got
some picklers.
We got some jalapeno peppers. We got peppers. And these are all fresh out of our garden. Over here we got zucchini and more squash.
You
Best laid plans always go awry. I had originally planned on having a great big cooking day today. So far it's 10:30 in the morning and I haven't cooked a thing. I had forgotten that the dishwasher repairman was coming. So it is repaired, but for whatever reason they don't reinstall it due to liability. So Warren's going to have to put that back together probably when he comes in after work tonight, unless he decides to do it at lunchtime. The kids are going crazy in the background playing with yo-yos and little plastic dirt bikes. And the other thing that took us for a loop this morning here was all the garden produce. I didn't realize there was going to be so much garden produce. So here I have a whole bowl of yellow squash that I'm going to shred and get put into the freezer. And then I've got these zucchini. I saved out the smaller ones, and I'll dice those up and saute them for breakfast with eggs. But these zucchini we're going to shred. I'll also package those in 2-cup amounts when I double either zucchini bread or zucchini muffins. That's what it takes. So I'll shred that up. We have just a few pickles here, or pickling cucumbers here, and I think that's going to make about 3 quarts of pickles. Not much, but every little bit counts. So here sits the meat still thawing. Maybe I'll get to that later this afternoon.
Hey, I'm just over here cutting the zucchini, and we're shredding these.
That's a pretty big knife. Your mom lets you use a knife? What's going in that ice cream pail?
Scraps.
Scraps? Is that for supper tonight?
No.
What are the scraps for?
The chicken.
Oh, okay.
It's the chicken's lunch.
I froze the zucchini in 2-cup increments because that's what works best when I'm making zucchini chocolate chip muffins. I also freeze them flat like this. They freeze quick, and they also thaw really quick. Peter and Maria helped me shred all of this zucchini, and then I packaged it up. So now total I'm putting away 15 bags of zucchini. Don't peter out on me, Peter.
What does that mean?
To peter out?
Yeah.
To peter out means to kind of lose interest and to slow down.
Jalapeno.
It does. It's curvy, isn't it?
Yeah, just like a jalapeno.
Keep that knife blade pointed down, please. So Peter just helped me get the pickles ready. I know it doesn't look like a lot, only 4 quarts, but that's how I can. I just can as it comes along, and sometimes it, 25 quarts of beans in one day, and sometimes it's just a tiny amount like today, just a few, but I didn't want these to go to waste. I might as well get them canned up. So these are garlic dills. They're super simple. You don't have to make the brine up ahead of time or anything. You just mix everything right in the jar. Shake it. I'm just going to water bath can these for not real long. They'll seal up. They'll be super tasty. So I think I've completely put on hold the Monday cooking day. It's just not working out. I've got the meat over here still thawing, and I think I'm going to have to just pop it in the fridge and start again tomorrow. Well, that's just how it is with a big family. You never know what's going to come. And then this time of the year too, garden produce just seems like one day it isn't ripe and the next day, wham, it just kind of hits you. And still have to work up the peppers. We still have about 15 or so slicing cucumbers. Hopefully tomorrow we can get started again with the cooking day. I do have to say though, I did get one thing cooked. Cooked 3 pizzas for lunch, frozen pizzas. So I did actually turn the oven on today. The dishwasher is completely in. There it is. It is in. That is exciting. As of today, it has been 15 days without the dishwasher. I completely abandoned the cooking day. We've got a pail of scraps to take to the chickens. And one of our favorite things to do here, we're just going to head to the reservoir for a swim. It's like 92 degrees today. Yeah. The kids were watching some TV, and I was just tired of listening to the PBS shows. We got the pickles canned. Joe, he's been running around in his life vest for the last hour. So I just told Peter and Maria, get your suits on and let's go.
Ready, fire! Go, go! Let's go swim!
I will.
So cold.
Mommy, I did it.
Got your face wet?
Yeah. I did it.
I'm watching. That's great. Look at that. Wow.
Mommy, I'm almost up to my head.
I see.
It'll go all the way up to my head.
Yeah, I go far out.
All the way up there. Actually, I don't go all the way out there.
So we came out here to the reservoir and we're just enjoying it. It's like 92 degrees right now. It's just so beautiful out here. It just kind of made me think a little bit about Tim Hawkins. He's a Christian comedian. If you don't know him, as soon as you're done watching this video, you definitely need to check him out. Anyways, he does this whole bit on the gift of no, all these silly ways of saying no to his kids. I just could not agree with him more. But sometimes as a mom, we just kind of need the gift of yes. And that's just kind of what happened today. I had this long agenda, and I shared it with you this morning, all the cooking and gardening and all the things I wanted to make happen today. Trying and trying and trying to make it all happen. I finally just said, look, we got at least half of that done. Let's just abandon the rest of it and head outside. And this is just an absolute gift of yes to me. Of course, they're having a ball doing this too. But it's really more of a gift to me, just because I can just kind of get lost in my own thoughts while we're out here, because they're really not, they're not asking for anything. They're so happy and content
I want to do
being in the water.
I'm going to do motorboat.
You do?
Yeah.
Motorboat, motorboat.
It goes like this.
I
Watch.
take that back. I guess they are
It goes
asking
like
for
this.
stuff.
Watch.
The gift of no for kids. The gift of yes for mom.
No!